shortly, so it's fine. All right. Just as I was saying, whilst I was learning, I was actually building in public, right? I was actually building in public and sharing my story online. Now, here's what I was doing. If you're familiar with the DataCamp platform, when you learn and you get a certificate, like this statement of accomplishment, right? You, after completing each course, you get a statement of accomplishment. So after every course I take or every lesson, I'll get this statement of accomplishment and I'll post it on Twitter and write a very long thread on there about what I had learned, some of the real life applications of it. And I kept on writing like that. Or every day I learn, I write, I share my experience. If I'm working on a project, I come into I have a challenge or a problem, I'll come online to talk about it. But I was actually always sharing whatever I was doing online. I was talking about my experience. I was talking about like issues surrounding light, internet, data, a lot of things, right? And mind you, whilst I was also learning, I did not have a laptop at that point. I was using my phone. Now, let me tell you some of the benefits I got just by doing that. Number one, everybody is very familiar with Alk Sultan. Alk Sultan did a giveaway. That's a laptop giveaway. And because of the trajectory I had online, based on people can see how I was sharing my story, because I applied for that laptop giveaway and I won it. And even whilst I still before Alk Sultan, before Alk Sultan called me as the winner, somebody had already sent me like 150K to actually get a laptop. So I didn't just get a laptop, I got 150K. And whilst that was still happening, I got another laptop from Ingressive for Good. So that's 2 laptops and 150K just by building in public. And all these things happened within 4 months of starting my career in data analytics. Yes, I might just be an outlier, but I've seen this happen so many times for so many people. Yesterday, I was going through Twitter and I came across a post by Splendor. If you're very active on Twitter, you might know who Splendor is, right? And he made a post of how, because of lights and this thing, somebody sent him 450K to buy Starlink. Now, if the person had not seen his work online or know that, okay, this person shares their journey, shares their story and all that thing, they would not like be very convinced to send that person that amount of money, right? Now, that's the benefit of building in public. People would necessarily want to help you. Last year or 2 years ago, I gave out through the help of a friend, or not even a friend, a student actually, or somebody that saw me on Twitter. Actually, I gave out 3 laptops to entry-level professionals, and this was because somebody saw my story, and the person, I created a Twitter space where I shared my journey, and the person saw me on that Twitter space talking, and the person reached out to me. I was like, Tina, I heard you speak on this Twitter space. Please, how can I help the community? The person sent over 500K for me to get laptops for 3 professionals. This was because what? I was building in public. I had a footprint in public. So I cannot, building in public as a data professional cannot be overemphasized. Every opportunity I've gotten as a data professional was gotten online. My first job, or the job that actually I used to kickstart my career in data, the person reached out to me, or the CEO of the company reached out to me on LinkedIn, on Twitter rather, because of a project that I built. Now, I know I'm mentioning Twitter because that's where I started, and that's a very familiar and comfortable ground for me. I used to be really scared of LinkedIn, but I've started taking it seriously, because LinkedIn is even actually much more helpful than even Twitter, because I know I get reached out, get messages from recruiters a lot, right? So that is something I just want to put out there. Building in public as a data professional is very important, and it's as simple as you talking about what you learned the previous day. We are all learning, we're all trying to we're all building, we're all trying to become we're trying to excel at this career, right? So something I wanted to mention is that it's as simple as just putting yourself out there. I think my speaker is on the call now, so I'm going to pass the I'm going to call him up. It's somebody I respect a lot. Actually, he's a mentor, and he's somebody I've looked, I admire his journey. In fact, I've replicated a lot of things that I've seen him do, and I'll just let him do do the introduction, and then we'll take it off from there. Thank you so much, Ola, for joining us today. Please, you can, you have the floor. Ola, we can't hear you. I think you're muted, but we can't hear you. Can any other person hear Ola?
No, I can't. I can't. But yeah. I think he's unmuted, but we can't hear him.
Yeah. Let me.
My bad. You should be able to hear me right now.
Yes, we can hear you. So good to hear from you.
That was my mic. And then first, I want to really apologize for joining a bit late. I had an engaging and well-stressed weekend, so I was a bit tired. But here I am now on the call. I want you to know that first. Sorry, someone talking. Yeah. I want you to know that first, Data Community Africa is very, very keen to me, and I want to take this time to appreciate Tina. And Tina, can you remind me this other guy now working with you on this? Toby, Tina and Toby, for your relentless work. See, this work has a great reward, and I just want to thank you, because even we that had around with the earlier vision of Data Community Africa, we are a bit preoccupied these days now, but we are so happy that we have enough people who are bought into the vision and could run with it. So he probably last 2 years on calls like this, you'll have seen me, probably leading, hosting, or running some of the sessions. But I'm glad that even 2 years after, it's still running, it's still active, and and the community is very vibrant. So very great work, and kudos to you guys. Today, obviously, the topic is building in public as a data professional. I've heard Tina talking about this. We've had several Twitter space sessions on this. But the first question I will have, because I really want to speak to you guys today, is why are you not building in the public? That is the question. That's where I want to start from. And I want you to be so free. Either you use the chat, or if you can unmute, I want 2 people to tell me. So right now, what do you think? Because this is how to really be very pragmatic. What is stopping you from building in the public? Be free to express yourself. Share with me. Why are you? Is it just that you're afraid? Is there any particular thing that is limitation? Can someone either mute or you drop it in the chat? I want to hear. The reason being that I can continue to give you 10 and 1001 reasons why you should build in public, and I might still not address your own challenge. So I want to even hear, why are people not even thinking of building in the public? Good. I'm really happy because people are talking, and yes, content of what to write and sometimes no reply or comment, very valid. Please drop more. Most time for me, the morale is not always there. Like one moment it looks like, okay, the next is like, what am I even doing? Exactly. This is the reason why we're having this session. I think the title is, why are you not building in the public? I don't think people will like my content. Yes. No free time. Yeah. This is why I'm here. And I'm really happy because you guys are engaging. This is what we need to speak to exactly. Because these are things that is going to take you from not doing it, because I'm going to help you navigate these challenges now, And the moment they're navigated, then you are activated. So that sounds like a motivational speaker. No, obviously, I'm not sure the rhyme is there. So because if you can navigate this challenge, then you become activated to do something. So not just motivated. Okay, I think the rhyme is coming. So just summarize, we will walk through this challenge so that you can get to do. Because you have quite a lot that you will gain when you put in the public. Now, earlier today, I had this talk and I was speaking to people about portfolio and brand management, portfolio building and brand management, which are similar, which are actually similar and what you should do. In a nutshell, I will bring lessons and learnings from those sessions. As a matter of fact, since I don't have double slide, I might even share the content that I share in that slide so that you see. But first, these comments that I have right here, they are very important. I will be speaking to this comment and I'll be sharing examples and stories and life lessons on why you should build in the public. One thing that I want you to know, sorry, my speaker, my webcam is AI enabled, so I made a mistake to do like this. It's going to zoom when I do like that, so sorry. Okay, I was trying to say one thing. All right, one thing that I'm trying to pass here as a message is this: you lose a lot if you don't build in public. How will they know what you are capable of if they can see? All my jobs since I started my career in 2017, all my jobs have been referred. All my jobs I have been referred, probably except the AI automation and what I do today. I'm into AI, operations automation and AI. That is the only one that I would say nobody submitted a referral for me or those things. All my jobs. How will they know if they cannot see? You are good, but how will people know what you are capable of? Say, I don't care what stage you are with your data journey, but you must. You have something to give. Even if you don't have a skill to express, you have a committed, as far as you're on this live session, you have a committed life that can learn. And that's something I want you to know. When I started my career, so in case you're already wondering, hey, I'm not good, I'm just joining these people. As far as you can join this webinar with this closed community, open community, but this webinar, then you have a committed spirit that can commit to something I want to attend and learn. And that is more than enough to join an organization. Let's go on and speak to all this. See, as you're having questions, as I'm speaking to one, shoot me questions. If you think, hey, you've not addressed that, oh, there's now another challenge that I think I'm having, shoot those questions in the comments. I will share, I'll speak on those questions now and those challenges, then I'll go ahead and be sharing lessons that has to deal with this. I know I came in late, so I'll try to wrap it up quickly, speaking directly to these things. Content of what to write, and sometimes no reply or comment. This is the thing, this is what you should do. Two things. First, when you are sharing in the public, remember you are sharing something you've built, or something you are about building, or something you are learning. So your sharing alone should not just be on projects. And I'll say this. So for example, you attend this webinar now, you can take this out, take a screenshot of this building in public as a data professional. When you're sharing, share what have you learned. That is one way. You are thinking of content or what to write. First, I wouldn't have been so confident to come out here and write this until I attended this webinar session. It explained how critical it is for a data professional to make known or share in the public the progress of their learning journey and what they're working on. This creates more visibility, and this is why I have decided to start doing this. As simple as that. Why? Even as a team, when you build your project within a team, you will share with other stakeholders, because you are not the one that will consume that project. When you build a dashboard, when you build a report, there's a business value you are addressing, and there are audience, there are stakeholders that must see the work. So you still have to share. So there's no way you can hold on to yourself and say, I will never share anything. In company, you will share. So first, you can share your learning journey. It doesn't have to be project. 2, you can share your struggle. For over 3 months, I have been struggling to even learn a concept I couldn't understand. I have tried many things, but this is my decision going forward. I will revisit it for just 3 days, and I'm calling on help, or I'm asking for help, or I'm going to pay so that someone can teach me, or I'm going to attend a paid webinar. Or sharing is not just about project. Why am I saying this? Because your representation online is a social capital, and it has to speak to different dimensions of you. So people need to know your struggle, along your learning journey, because everybody learns and struggles. How are you able to address them? In fact, that's more impactful. A lot of people just come in and share a project. What challenges did you face working on that project? How were you able to address it? Some projects, people have to reach out to their friends before they can resolve those challenges, but they will miss that out in sharing the update. And so everybody will just think that if you are taking a project, you must know how to do everything to end before you can be successful. Many projects are abandoned because nobody has come out to say, hey, I didn't do this project alone. At this place, I got stuck, but I have to reach out to a friend, so person who helped him. And hardly you will see that kind of post. Some people, they took them 3 weeks reaching out to people to help them review and pass feedback about their work. Is the final work they posted. They did not talk about how the feedback they received in private has actually helped the project to be, to be where it is. Your post can be like that. You are giving credit to people that contributed to your work. That is a big lesson, even for a recruiter. So you're not just sharing about the beautiful work you've just done. Sometimes you could share about how you were down and how you pick up again. What is the place of community in that? Was it just that you thought about your life and you say, oh, I have to go back and start learning? Could it be that, I just realized, you can even share that I realized out of a month I said I want to learn is only 2 weeks or 2 days. There is, as far as there is lesson in what you are sharing, then please share. Because it's going to be a journey. It's going to be your journey. The result is not the journey. Just sharing a project, which is good. It's about portfolio building and brand management. I'm going to share a few things about that. But just sharing result alone is not sufficient in itself. It's not a journey. That's why some say, hey guys, I'm embarking on 30 days of learning. That is why you see the most impactful and real life posts or lessons from posts are people. Paul, my friend, he just finished, graduated now with distinction in UK. Many, about 2022, he said whenever he goes for his master, he's going to graduate distinction. He came back to that tweet and quoted it. And many people like that repeatedly. See, now, many of us, we've posted something in the past, which the commitment towards the journey. When the result or the outcome comes, we come back to it and record it and then share it. Those things are not just accidental. So you are thinking what to post. It could be the kind of first job you like to take on. It could be a single challenge that you want to come back to and say, I've been able to deal with this thing. It could be my attempt at learning DAX 10 times. Many people today, they're data analysts, they're using Power BI. That DAX is accidental for them. They just find something together and write, but they still don't know the fundamental, the structure. And probably you have attended many training. Do you still understand it? At what point did you finally understand it? So, in terms of content or what to write, and sometimes no kind of what to write, I hope this is making some sense. The content can be about your struggle, but of course, there's life lesson there. can be about the project. Some people are saying, hey, I want to start up something in 3, I'm embarking on 100 days of code. It's a journey. It's a growth journey. So you are making that tweet and say day 1, day 2, day 3. Even you are not consistent, someday you come back to the tweet and retweet and add to the thread. But let there be something out there. Because maybe not today. And in fact, the immediate reason why people think you should be reported because recruiter will cite you and this. No, it's more than that. It's way more than that. For you, in the future, in longer years, you will reflect on, you will see those journeys. Have you guys seen how Facebook exposes us? If I go to Facebook today, likely it's going to tell me that 14 years ago, or so years ago, or 10 years ago, I posted something, and I look at what I posted, what was going through my mind this time? Oh my God, what's all this? Or, so imagine you reflect back 10 years or 3 years or 7 years, and you don't see your post about yourself into the future, your post about your learning journey. I have a book, not a book. I have a thing that I put, anytime I reflect twice in a year, I used to go far back, more than 5 years. And from those 5 years, everything I've done that is publicly available, I try to scrape those evidences and put them together. I did one earlier this year and I could not cry. When I look back now, because now I do that cumulatively now because I've done it before. So if I'm doing another one July, I don't start last year or a few years ago. I go back to that book, I look at all the things I've done in the past. I look at far back. I could bring up some of those evidences. If you see me in 2020, far back in 2020, when I was training, I was so passionate. I won my Union Bank We Rise challenge. They paid me 200,000 naira at that time. I used that to build my first LMS, build more content, was training people on WhatsApp, all the digital thing, marketing, data analytics on WhatsApp. I was tweeting, I want to change more lives. I look at those things and say, imagine what was running through my mind all those years. So beyond just posting your project or post your portfolio so that recruiter could see you, or not just recruiter, relationship. When you build in the public, you are building relationship, you are building connection. So on Twitter, I accidentally found something on Twitter this week. I'm not sure of the details because I don't have enough time on Twitter these days now. I'm optimizing for my work. I just resumed my work, so I need to put energy, everything there. And so I saw a post by Jessica. I think it's about connection, that you need a connection to get job, and I just can't train you. You don't need connection. You don't need connection. Now, let me quickly tell you something here. In this modern world, when we talk about connection in Africa, we believe probably our uncle, probably our father, our mother, someone, your sister, know somebody, and that person, they just use leg to help you arrange something. It's because Africa has mismanaged that concept of connection. In America, here you thrive, you do all these things by connection. Connection go a very long way. In the Western world, there has been connection for many years, but now look at what it is now. This connection is now not the connection that was established by your father, your mother, your uncle, anybody. This connection that is established by your value and your influence, by your public visibility. Majority of the companies here, you do referral. That is connection. If someone refer you for a job here into Microsoft, I was referred for a job at Microsoft. I've referred people to Microsoft. PayPal, Amazon, all these companies, they have internal policy that when someone refer you, your profile becomes rank higher because that person is passing a vote of confidence on you. As a matter of fact, they compensate that person. They will pay him. Some company pay up to $2,000 because you refer a talent. They call it talent referral. Because I said this guy is good, employer for this role, and you give him the job, and you are giving him money. Say thank you for bringing talent. Is that not connection? But is that one established by my father or my mother? No. How will you build a relationship with someone that is so strong that person could pass vote of confidence on your skill? You must know what you're up to. They must know that you truly have that skill. They don't want to also. You get what this thing means right now, right? that what we are talking about here is very significant. In this modern world, in this Western world, connection is working. But this is not a connection that you don't earn it, you get it. It's a connection that you earn to get. So there's no way you meet someone that is not your blood family, it's not your brother or father that will refer you for a job. It's not just submit, please refer me. You must have consistently been doing something and be sure that they can see in the public that, hey, I'm sure with all these things, this guy is really, it becomes easier to pass with the confidence that, yeah, I know, no, forget. If it's that good, I know this guy is good. Today, when you see Tina online, why will you just say Tina is good? Was it because you were with her in a place of work that was behind her project? No, you will never say enough of the work she has done for the company. But yet you will see that, hey, Tina is good because there are enough, more than enough evidences in the public that Tina is good. Same for everyone that we know today, that we can easily pass vote of confidence on. First, sometimes no reply or comment. So there are strategies. One strategy is when you post, you have a group. Go to your comment. See, especially if you are one thing about me is I can be very creative with the way I source for help and support. I was looking for accommodation for one international student recently, and I went to a group and posted that I will not eat for 2 days until someone helped me find accommodation for this boy. People were not talking. That group, all of them started laughing and reacting and did this. Some reached out to me. By just saying I will not eat for 2 days. At the early stage of your work, you have to be creative. I've seen someone that got job because he came to Power Platform at the community after I've been inspired them to start building project. And that lady said, finally, please, I have summoned the courage to build this project. Share the link to LinkedIn. I just need one request. Please, some people will say, as many like I get, I will drink water. People just start laughing. You know what you need? Just want them to react so that I can get more visibility. Later on, you don't need to tell them you drink water. If you like, go and eat stone. People will keep like, it's just a strategy because if they do not see it, people will not like. If they not see people, so you also know that this thing about branding, you have to also really, come up with something. Just friendly, you can please kind of let me just have 5 likes. You are not blind liking. You have done something. Let them also check. Please 5 likes and let me have your feedback. I will appreciate it. Oh, Paula Jaye Abdul Rahman. Your mic should be on. So that's one. You could leverage that and just ask your community, Joy, why about me checking here? Please just like, can you just like this and help me gain visibility? Because when it's being seen, it can do a lot. It can change your story. You are one tweet away, you are one post away from some of those career breakthroughs you are looking for. And that is why you should never stop. Either they like, either they comment or they not comment. When you go back to that post, go and check. You will see that there is impression. Impression is the number of people that have seen it. If the impression is more than 0, if the impression is more than 5, that's what I used to tell people, you are fine. It's more than 5, and you have not seen the post up to 5 times yourself, then you are fine. There's someone has seen it. And I just want to advise, try as much as possible to push hashtag. If you can go back, if you have the time, just review some of your posts and go back. Even if there's 20 of them, can go back to and just edit some and push hashtag that is unique to you. Probably just want to click on journey. My journey. People might use my journey. And say, Mami, I can put the Iboki journey. What that simply means is one day you can land on an interview. You ask a question, you say, to show you how really meticulous and intentional I am about my learning and growth journey. In fact, they can actually do you know this. You can tell them, at the moment, I do not know how to use this tool. I'm familiar with this tool, but I don't know how to use it. But I would quickly tell you something. Quickly share your screen and go to your LinkedIn. I will put the hashtag, the invoke journey, whatever I call it. Say, as you can see right there, this hashtag showcase my learning and growth journey. I'm really intentional about learning fast picking up something and learning something. You could see what I have right here. It shows that if you get this job, learning and picking this tool, I'm familiar with this tool, but I've not used because I don't have enough opportunity to use it. But to learn and to cope is not going to be a challenge for me. You see how you are pointing them to something you've done, because probably out of those posts that made it to that hashtag, probably maybe it's 5 or 10, they could see project you showcase, they could post about the progress, they could see post about something. See, you are taking valid facts and information to the market. That's because it's a marketplace. And you must be able to convince everybody, why should we put our money on you? Why should we bring you in? Everything is not by having exactly what they need, but if you have evidences to prove. I used to quote this thing for people. When David wanted to kill Goliath, if you know the story of David and Goliath, when David went to Saul, David has never killed anything like Goliath. But what did David did? He told Saul, say, hey, when I used to look after my father's sheep in the wilderness, and say lion and the bear will come, they will take one of those things. I will run after them. I will deliver the sheep from his mouth. If they turn against me, I will kill them with my cup. He said, the God that delivered this lion and bears to me will also deliver this Goliath. How do you compare looking after sheep to killing a very hefty man and situation like this? That Israel is a ransom. But he has something to point to. That is the least he could say. I have not killed Goliath before, but look at me. I have killed lion and bear. So because I've killed lion and bears, I can kill Goliath. That's exactly what I shared by saying, I don't know, I have not used this tool before because of, but I'm aware I know what the tool is, but because probably I don't have enough opportunity. But look at my learning journey. If I've been able to learn all of this, definitely I can do this too. And you are right. You can do it too. So this building in public is much more than probably someone just see your project and say, yes, now you have the best project or the most technical project, or hey, this guy is good. It's not every time you get that kind of applause. It's not every time you receive that kind of reactions. But you are one post away, you are one tweet away from that breakthrough, either the breakthrough of now or the breakthrough of the future. All right. Good time. I joined late, and again, we've had some things now. Most time for me, the moral is not always there. I hope you are picking one now. So it's not every time that you have the moral, but when you know that it doesn't have to be about project. It could be your learning journey, like I've said. It could be a project you've done before. It could be a revamp of the project and what you have learned from it. To me today, if I'm starting, things that I can do, in fact, for every project, you can even have a 10 seconds video of you and say, this project I'm about to share with you, I learned this and this while working on the project, and I appreciate you go through this. That could be the video, you post it and the link. Try multimodal means to whatsoever you're doing. This world is full of creative people. Just be very creative. If it's video, like if it's picture, today there is a lot of click. So put your picture. When they see your fine face, when they see just put your picture, share about and put the link for people to interact with it. It can be a revamp of a project. This was a project I did 2 years ago. Now because I've learned this particular concept, I look back at it and I have to repeat, and this is what I came up with. You can compare before and after. It shows growth journey. So what to write, in fact, most of the time the morale is not always there. So again, he's right. You don't have the morale is not always, it does not have to be always there, except you're on something. Except you are high on something. That's why every time the highness there will take you to another farther energy level, and you will not be able to do what you want to do. So yes, but that's the essence of the community. That's the essence of the community. You can push questions there. You can ask people, guys, it seems I'm burning out. What can I do? I don't even know how to stay inspired. Someone will ask you something. Someone will message you. So, and again, it doesn't have to be every time. So you don't think, hey, every moment I have to be doing this. But you'll be happy that you did it the little time you were able to do it. So you don't have to be silent. And I'm telling you this. We are looking for some talent in some specific technology area now. In Nigeria, you think that we have enough power, Microsoft Fabric people. We don't have enough. I'm looking for someone. I don't have enough. The few people that are up to this technology, they are already fixed. They're working. I don't have enough. And just show me what you can do by what you have done. But how many people are there showing me what they can do by what they've done? We don't have enough. So we need more people to show. I don't think people will like my content. Very valid. Very, very. Today, same me now. There's principle to everything. For example, look at Twitter. The algorithm is there. If I post today now, probably, if I don't mind the hours I'm posting, when Nigerians are sleeping and I'm posting during that day, everybody knows I get 2 likes. I mean, I'm always busy. The time I'm now finally after work now is when people are already sleeping and snoring. You know, but when you sleep first, it has one thing will happen. One day, everybody will go back to your profile and start going through what you have shared. And they will now be digging it out. Oh, he said this. Oh, he said that. See, law of time perspective is more powerful and why you should do this thing now than the challenges you are facing. So you might say that so might be strategic now with when you are sharing it. Because when I was living in Nigeria, I used to be very strategic when I share my post. So that I know is when majority of people will likely see it. But if 10 people see it and 1 people like, it might think it's affect your post. Or you post when 30 people is likely to see it and 5 people like. With 5 people like, it can only go viral. So there's a time when people are most active, all those things. Even if it's an ongoing conversation, you can hop on it and many things like that. No free time. Otito, yeah. No free time. Hi, Tiny. Sorry, when you live in a world where you use my camera, when I said something was, it thought I wanted him to sleep, so it went off. I have to wake it up. No free time is, it's about personal management. I've had many activities I need to work on today that I've never picked up. No free time, but sometimes you can still squeeze and find time. You cannot have no free time for the whole year. You cannot have no free time for 2 months. When the moment that this week, I don't know how I survived it. I survived it. After this meeting now, I can tell myself, no, I have 1 more task. After that, after that task, I can tell myself, Ola, you survived this week. I don't know how. After my last session, I slept off before this session. That's why I didn't see any slide. Me that was active, let me quickly go on the system. I slept off on the system. You want to prepare slide. So there are moments like that when there are no free time. You just get so overwhelmed. It's too much to work on. But there are times when you are less busy too. The work are not at the same time. And in those scenarios, if it is 1, if it is 2, check my YouTube. I could not post for a very long time. And there were years back then that every people just wonder, where to get this energy. So there's time to. I post almost every week. I post, but I'm optimizing for different things now. And I need to focus and put energy on what I'm optimizing for at this stage of my career. There will be time again to come back again and share those growth and share those learning. I will even much more better and improved. And I tried to look for spare time. I just found I was working on something. I fixed it. Let me quickly do a video on this now. Well, the video was not organized like that. I just do a video, I put it there about a month ago. I just checked yesterday and said, it has had 1,000 views. What if I did not post that thing? That video has had 1,000 views. What if I didn't post that video on my YouTube? No views. So you could use that approach as well. You likely find a time within 2 months to at least do something to post. And when you have co-mentor or you belong to a mentorship system, that can also help you. Lack of confidence in what you do. This is very big deal, because if you lack confidence, I think you should do more of what gives you confidence. And if you can come to understand that, hey, whatsoever you've done, even if there's error, even if you think, if you can put out there, if you have feedback, you can be better than that. Today, I'm doing something that 7 years ago, I have tried doing that I did not get it right. I'm not sure if any of you have seen my first video on YouTube in 2015, 9 years ago. When you watch that video, how many people watch the video? when you see the sound, when you see all those things, but the intent was there. I continue to build anything see me that I'm able to do very well today. I did not know how to do them very well. It took me years, and I must repeat, there's nothing I can do very well today that I was able to do in 1 day or 1 month or one. In more than a year. Say video editing, say sound, say light, say anything you see me being able to do today. Because I'm not that just get easily. If you know my story, but I can be consistent, and I will do it even when it's not that good. So that over time I'm doing it, then I become better. So this is the way I build confidence in what I do. I know that if I don't start doing it now, I cannot be better. So you can't wait until probably, when you are confident I'm better, this is the best. There's never going to be the best. You put a project, you see another thing that is more you'll be wondering, how are people thinking about that use case? When you do your own, when you say another use case that is over your own, you just think, how can I adapt this one? Then I can learn here. You can even reach out to the guy that work on that project. This part of the project dashboard that you do, I don't know how to do things like that. How did you do? Do you have 30 minutes in the next 2 weeks to please just come and show me? And those people will likely want to. They was even thinking that they don't have confidence. So, and someone is saying, come and show me this part of your work. And you show, and you're able to also do that to improve what you have done. And when you are posting, also sharing that, it's good to have co-mentor or co-learner in the community. I reached out to this after seeing this project. Now I'm able to do things like this as well. You call the person, you share what I'm able to do. That is how the circle of improvement continues. I do not have mentor to prove me true. I am hearing of building in public for the first time. Wow. The fact that you're hearing for the first time, oh my God, it's information. Like you said, info. Beyond just learning about this, learning about job. In this community today, if I want job, if I want to get people job, I know people that will go to. Meanwhile, Lawal Tawakat, you might be also knowledgeable, but there's no way we know, because even the community itself knows people that are trying and making effort. 2023, April, after Power Platform Bootcamp in Lagos, I saw a girl that was, that 1 week after that, to April 29, that week into March, the girl was posting every day on Twitter, was sharing, she was taking my course on Power Automate on Udemy, and was building, not just share that I took this, was also building and asked people to click on the link to test out, a solution, and was tagging me for a week. I said, wow, this girl is so knowledgeable. I like the fact that she's replicating similar use case with what I've done. So I had the gig to get some people in a data Power Platform intern. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I reached out to her. So that are you open for an internship in Power Platform, this and this? And she said, yes. She's now a Power Platform developer and experience, helping other people. Now, that girl, when I brought her in, I now tried to, when I was getting to know her, she told me that was the week she started learning Power Platform. That week of April, when she started posting, she was tagging me for that 1 week, but she was learning, building, and posting those things. That 1 week, and she got the job. I gave it to her because I said, if you can go ahead and replicate it, that's all I need. I don't need someone who has been building it for years. Wow. So in real sense, it's not really about being a master. It's not until you get to that point of being a master at that thing. No. It's like I said, you are 1 tweet away, you are 1 post away. She was just 1 post. I just saw that. I think they used to tag me. I don't have time to like, because I was busy. I couldn't like or tweet the post, but I know that someone tagged me, and I know, okay, you are working on something. Day 2, I will see again. I know. Day 3, she was just depositing that thing into my subconscious mind. So upon just open, I said, this will be a very good opportunity for this girl. She even had background in biology, nothing related to math or STEM. She's very experienced. I still asked her to help me support someone in the US for Power Platform this thing to about 2-3 months ago. She started around April last year. So it's good. Lawal should not give up. Now that we are aware of this data community Africa community, you should not joke with it. You have the support, especially people have Tina has a webinar, paid webinar session when you attend the work, if you have never built one before to post and share, she will walk you through that process. So you have double-edged sword for yourself now. One from the community itself, one that if you commit resource to it, you're able to also take something much more from it. I am short of words and I fear people are not seeing it. Oh, people are seeing it. People are what? People are, I will tell you, people are seeing it. I just told you that one now. She will think that she's even tagging me. Now, 1 week, this boy, this man, not even encourage me. I mean that I spoke and encouraged them at Power Platform Bootcamp in Lagos that we did. And asked these people to go and be showcasing. And me now, I've now started building now. All of a sudden, you did not even come and like and tweet. Meanwhile, me, I was seeing it. What I just know that is job you need. I brought you job. Is that not better than like and tweet? Some people, you get like and tweet to reach that kind of level. But some don't worry. If you think they are not seeing it, someone is seeing it. I will try to go back and look for that tweet, those tweets of self. Because those tweets does not have enough reactions at all. She was also new to that platform. So don't be afraid. And I say people seize it. And it has to be consistency too now. You are not consistent with it. Probably last time you posted was 6 months ago and you just posted something. You expect that it to go now viral. It could go viral and it could not. It's algorithm. You can't control the algorithm like that. But when you are consistent, you are showing up. You are showing up now, not because it should go viral. You are showing up because when you reflect back and tell people, see, I have a journey. I've been learning. So if you can see me, if I've been learning all of these things for the last couple of months, be rest assured I'm not someone that has no knowledge. I have some knowledge that the more I pick up this new tool now, I'm going to catch up quickly because I have built my mind on many of the concepts that is needed to use this tool. That's how you can even win an argument or win an interview when what you are asked, when what they expect you to possess, you don't have that level of skill yet, but you have the knowledge. I'll say lack of sufficient confidence and fear of especially negative criticism. Please, I want to say this. In my life, if there's any reason I've grown in my career, it's because of feedback. The day I stop receiving feedback, be positive or negative, I'm not sure I will grow. Just to let you guys know, it's a deeper secret. I don't joke with it. Positive or negative, let them say it. Now, some of you now, you can get my point. When I started my career, I could not communicate. Sending email, I want to cry because I don't even know what I'm typing in the email. Say, come and talk. I don't know how to speak English. The moment everything, you people can see here, hello now. You can, at least you can put those words together and understand what I'm saying, right? I couldn't do days when I started my career. And so one guy will call me and comment on that thing. It's as if they put hammer and nails on my head and knock it because you have to improve your communication. You can't be writing like this. They finally, my village people don't catch me. So I had even feedback as well as I could not communicate, I could not present, I had all those things. In those moments, I can't tell you like I have gone to the mirror in my office in the past, in 2018, that I cried because I couldn't help myself. But one thing I know is, hey, I have to improve. Okay, what should I do? Let me go and learn more about these things. Let me see what I can do to improve myself. That's what I'm saying. If you see me do anything today, it's not because Allah knows it. It's because it took me years, but I was on that thing and I did over again. And now I think I'm getting better to the point where people can see. So, fear of a negative criticism, you must have people for my promotion. They told me back then, one of my manager told me that, hey, I was expecting promotion. That I wasn't promoted. Said, if you deserve promotion, you are not the one to ask. When I hear that thing, I won't cry. I look at the man in the eyes. Make I no ask for promotion. With all the things, I don't do this here. Say, if you deserve promotion, say, I will repeat that. Ola. If you deserve promotion, you are not the one to ask. You see, they hit me twice again with big hammer. Why is this man so heartless? Say, people in the company, they be the one to speak for you. So me, I make a no ask now. People will be speaking for me. Hey, so what can I do now that people will not be speaking for me? What can I do? And when I cracked it, My words, my name was in the mouth of everybody. Is value. It takes some level of sacrifice and stretching because you are doing your work and you see people that need something and you're able to offer that support strategically and withdraw back so that you are not throwing yourself truly into their task, and I will draw back and continue your work. And that way they are not likely going to talk about that progress without mentioning your name one way or the other. And someone also had similar thing. Before you know what they are speaking of how much value you have put into the things they are doing, and yet you also do your own work before you know what is there. Because you are contributing to the success of others and you're also successful, then you deserve promotion. When I got that piano, so many of the things I've improved on is because people pass feedback. So don't be afraid of negative criticism. Most times, I built an online personality outside from data for a long time. I don't feel comfortable yet switching that personality into data-related stuff yet. It takes time. Thank you so much, Shimonzo, for saying that. You are right. I have someone today who's into engineering. Just resumed a master's degree here in the US, in my place. He's into engineering. My first class, when he was going for interview, this thing, he closed his LinkedIn because everything on his LinkedIn has to be product design and public speaking, all those things. You quickly show it because when you get there, you are going for master's mechanical, you are seeing you like, you are doing product management, product design. What do you want to go and use mechanical engineering masters to do? And embassy, you now turn to, yes, I'm a product. I need mechanics to do my product. How will you put it? He said he just quickly turned off his LinkedIn so make them know village people no catch him. So, and now he has turned it back on. He's now trying to optimize and put it in the direction that, hey, I need to come out and say, even though I'm a mechanical guy, but this is what I want to do. This is who I am. This is it. So it's right. It could take time to transition, but that doesn't stop you probably from putting your project on where you can house it so that when it's time you want to showcase them, you can bring them out. You can put them on LinkedIn, on GitHub. And when they're on GitHub, it's not so open to many other people like LinkedIn. And the moment you are trying to transition back now, you can easily pick those links and be sharing, I work on this, I work on this. You are not going to start working on them again. Most time I feel content might not sound good, and where you post on social media, those that engage with your post are few. I believe I've addressed this. Lack of confidence, I've spoken to this. I don't know. One thing I think is one of my strengths is confidence. The little I know, I'm confident that this is what I know. And the one I don't know, I'm not ignorant about them. And I can always use the principle I've explained to you guys. It's not a month I don't know some things. Yeah, I'm still starting off. When they say this is what I could do now with my knowledge, but I'm constantly building on this knowledge. So I'm definitely going to improve from where I am now. And that's progress, that's growth. You should be happy to defend that. So that's one way. I don't know what I must do to have confidence. My confidence is that I don't know and nobody knows all. This is what I know. I must be happy with it. Motivation, I've seen people that have done some wicked dashboard. Wicked, not that the dashboard is fine. If you see the way the dashboard is, why do you even build this kind of dashboard? But a few months later, they've improved on it. They too, when you show them that dashboard, they wonder, oh more, I don't even know what I was doing that time. Oh, but now I look at it and I say, I can do better. Many of us will reflect and do things like that. Even Tina still reflected recently, on some of the things she did when she started up. Those dashboards, you go back and look at them and say, despite this is so stunning and gained a lot of popularity that time, I can still be better. No, not I can still be better. I am better now. I would have done this differently. Maybe not play with color the way I played with it. Maybe not with it, but probably I would have introduced some KPIs or probably take some of this chart out. There will always be moments and things like that. All right. So, yes, sir, it's making a lot of sense. Awesome. It's making a lot of sense. Okay, my action point, review past posts on my learning journey and edit it with a strategic hashtag. Good. That would be helpful. Share on post today. Inspired by this webinar. Awesome. Building in public for data professionals. Share your learning journey. I see people are already even putting things out here. Learning point from what we are discussing there. Exactly. We are looking forward to the Tina webinar starting this month. Amazing. Tina has dropped the link. Me, I will carry this link and go and share. The reason why it is because it's cohort based. You might be on something. You are learning that thing for 7 months, 1 year. When did you start learning data analysis? Oh, I started 2022. I even proud. I've been doing data analysis for 2 years now. Even you have not gone through the milestone of beginner, you have not said you have over beginner. You are taking a course 3-4 months. You are really not completing it or taking out the learning from the course. But when you're in a cohort base, you have live session, interactive session, you have things you're working on probably for 2 months or 6 weeks or 1 month. When you are done, is a milestone. So you have clicked some understanding, you have clicked some knowledge, and you move on again from there. Okay, so that's one of the advantages of those kind of webinar and structured milestone-based learning for 6 months or for 6 weeks or for 8 weeks or for, no matter how long or how short it is, as far as you are cohort-based, you learn together, you build together, you move on to the next one. That can be the force that is needed to give you that confidence, boost that motivation, and many other things like that. Strategic collaboration, yes. Engage with online communities, comment, like, share. Yeah. Interesting. I see people already acting on this. So I'm really happy. I'm going running through. Soliciting a mentor for my data analysis journey. Yes. Now I'll tell you this about mentorship. Well, mentorship is good, but most of what you need is not mentor. Because whosoever you think should be a mentor, you can learn many things by observing them and leaving your observation from them than having a chat or talk with them. That is what people do not realize. You think someone confirmed me as mentor means you are now successful. They have a lot of things they're working on. So anytime you ever have a session with a mentor, there are few issues, questions that you already have. You set it even 3 weeks ahead or 1 month ahead of that call. And they come there and then they just speak to you for 30, 45 minutes. Is that what you think will help you successful? It contributes significantly to your journey. But if you are not a doer, if you are not an observer and doer, you cannot get enough from mentorship. There are many people today that they are not my physical mentor, or I've never had any session with them, but they've mentored me. They've mentored me through their content, they've mentored through their lifestyle, through their posts. I've observed them, I've studied them, and I've seen things to pick from them. Start from there and find co-mentors. The community is your co-mentor group where people are learning, people that have your time, you have your time for each other. They are there. Your mentor is also in another person's DMO that the person will come and be their mentor. I hope you know that. It's just a complex loop sometimes. Just on that, I have taken time. In fact, I've spoken about it an hour now. That's extra time on top of the delay, that brought into the session. So I believe that, yeah, we've had a conversation, and that's the intent. Rather than just sharing here, slide and say why it should be in public this, why it should be in public that. I believe this is much more valuable for me because I'm able to speak directly to questions, to reason why you are not building, and had more stories and those things. So I want to say big thank you and kudos again to everyone. Kudos to you for attending. Kudos to Tina and Toby. Anytime I find myself in Nigeria or wherever you guys are, when I come over to the US, we have a date. So I must take you guys out.
Thank you so much, Ola. God, this was such an amazing session.
Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. I am elated. I don't know if you are. So if you are, please kindly leave an emoji thanking Oyibuke. Personally, I would like to say a very big thank you to Olanrewaju Oyibuke, sir. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation, and thank you so much for taking a pragmatic approach to today to share with us. I mean, I don't know if you guys enjoyed this session. For me personally, I am always happy to always have Olanrewaju Oyibuke, and I'm always happy to be in his presence every time. So for him to have taken this pragmatic approach, he never looked at any book, he never looked at any slide. All he had to do was engage everybody, and he took his time to engage everyone. So please keep the emojis coming. Let us keep clapping for I know we can't all unmute and clap. let's all keep clapping for Mr. Olanrewaju Onyibuke. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. To everyone that has joined in, thank you opportunity once again. Once again, we are so grateful, sir, or Mr. Olanrewaju Onyibuke. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. I hope we have all learned one thing or the other. For me, I have learned a lot. I have even started posting on Twitter already. So please, if you have been shy before, I'm sure you now have a. All you need to do is just observe. Now follow him. If you're on Twitter, follow him on Twitter. Follow him on LinkedIn. Now you don't need to go into his DMs asking, sir, please, can you be my mentor? All you need to do is just observe, right? Just observe. And a personal lesson I picked up today was to actually be as vulnerable, because what vulnerability does to you, and that's something that I picked up from Onyibuke himself. He's the most vulnerable teacher I know in the community, because he says it the way it is. And it is from that vulnerability that your potential employees will say, oh my God, this person was able to even pick up himself after not learning for 3 months, or even after failing 6 years, he still picked up himself. That is the biggest lesson for me today. So thank you so much again, once again, sir. Tina, over to you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Ola, for sharing your wealth of experience. I tell people that building in public is actually one of my favorite sessions when it comes to talking about data or career or anything, because it's very important for growth. I've learned from it. I'm also a beneficiary of building in public. So that's why I like to, I'm a very big advocate for building in public. So I'm just going to ask if we have any question at all based on this thing, but I think we've covered most of the question. But if there's anybody that have question, we're going to, because of time, we're just going to take 3 persons, because we have to let our speaker go and rest. He has had a long day. So just 3 persons. If you have question, raise up your hand and we'll take your questions before we round up. I've also shared some important links in the chat box. I'll tell Toby to share that again, which is linked to the Data Community Africa group. We are moving from Discord to WhatsApp. I mentioned that earlier on. So please fill that form if you want to be added to the WhatsApp community. It's very, very important. Community is very important. So Toby, please just share that form. Also, I would like everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channels. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We're going to be sharing the recording for this session on our YouTube. So make sure you are subscribed to that YouTube platform. So if you have questions, please just raise up your hand. But I'm very sure that all the questions you might have, Ola has covered it all, everything. So because it was very interactive. Okay, there's one person, Lawal. I'll let Lawal ask his question. You can unmute your mic and ask your question.
Good evening, ma. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, we can
you hear me, ma? Oh, okay, ma. For the link for the data camp, for the form, I wanted to fill it, and it was actually asking me for job title and the organization. I'm actually a novice.
Okay, so if you don't have any, just fill NIL or NA, not available, not applicable, rather. So just put NA. If you don't have any place that you don't have an answer to, just fill NA there.
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, I think we don't have any questions and we're already at time. This session was for 1 hour 30 minutes. So I'd like to appreciate Ola again for taking time to come to this session to share his experience with us. We're really grateful and we don't take it for granted. And we hope to, host you in future sessions as well. And I hope you indulge us. Thank you very much. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow Data First Africa on all social media platforms. So the tickets for Data First Africa is out, early bird tickets, and they are, you don't want to get sold out. You want to get the discounted price. So if you have not gotten your Data First tickets, please try to get that. Toby, please, if you could be kind enough to share that on the on the group chat, on the chat here. Okay.
On the chat here. Yes, okay. I'm sharing all the links now. Just
all right.
In 1 minute.
Thank you. Thank you. So please buy the ticket. It's very important. Like, there's a lot of networking that's going to happen there. There's a lot of learnings, everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in the community at DataFest Africa later this year. Ola wants to say something, so
yes, I think because you guys attend this call today, I need to share a secret with you. Please don't share with anyone about DataFest Africa 2024. We've actually secured partnership with about 2 companies that are coming on ground. That partner involve recruitment, that they are really coming to recruit for this year. So, I mean, you are attending now so that you are aware. It's not just for and this is a good time. This is August. You have about 2-3 months to do more of this thing you are doing. There will be live interview in DataFest for the first time. Not a demo interview. People are actually coming there to pick you for a job. They'll be on ground to come do interview. We're going to have an interview booth that is specifically that's sending people for interview. That's part of what we experience here. When I go to events here, NSB, all those things, there are companies that come there with offer letter. When they see your profile, they do interview, they send it to the interview room. When you do interview, the second day you have offer letter in your hand, you are going back. That's how tech event is here. NSB, National Society of Black Engineers. Fortunately, I'm the president for my chapter now. So I said to my team, therefore, we have to replicate something like this in Africa. There are companies, let's come and match them with talent there. So we don't share this yet, but I'm telling you this as a secret so that you guys should know you should not miss DataFest Africa. And this thing we are talking now is very important because you have about 2-3 months to prepare for that event. And this is the perfect time to show your learning, to show your progress, to build yourself towards that event and come prepared. So don't only just buy the ticket. Don't buy the ticket now. The early bird even is cheaper. So that's what you should buy now. And then if the early bird is exhausted because you have been sharing with multiple people, they will come and recruit and they bought before you buy. You are paying higher. So you better go and buy first now. Right. That's what I want to say. And you're having access to this because you attend this community thing. We are close together here, right? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ola. You've heard it. You've heard it from Ola is one of the organizers. So please buy your tickets. I've been begging you people since. So maybe probably this one would ginger everybody to actually get their tickets. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. So we've come to the end of our session. Like I mentioned, the recording will be available anytime before the end of the week, and we'll share on social media and also in the community. Please, if you have not filled the link to join our community, please fill that form so that when we start adding people to the WhatsApp group, you are not left out. Thank you, everyone, for joining the session today. We'll be having another session tomorrow where we'll be talking about soft skills needed as a data professional. So we're going to be hosting another data professional that soft skills are actually, like he said, his soft skill has actually grown since he started this career. So we're going to be learning the soft skills that you need to excel as a data professional. And we'll be hosting Malcolm Okonkwo tomorrow. Don't worry, we're not brothers, we're not related. Looking forward to seeing everybody on that session tomorrow. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your evening.